भैरवकालिके नमोस्तुते। ओम नमो भैरवाय नमो नमः। जय श्री मामा खेपा, जय श्री श्यामा खेपा, जय खेपा परंपरा, जय मां। So good morning, and we are back on yet another video. So we have received the Adesh for the Bhadra Kali Bija Mantram. So basically there are 4 major forms that we will be invoking and worshipping in the Maadhya Kali path, and within that is Bhadra Kali, then comes Ma Dakshin Kali, then comes Ma Aghora Kali, then comes Ma Spashan Kali, and this within the loka of Ma Kali, it's the consciousness that is Ma Kali, whose Kshetrapala is Bhairava. These are the 4 important forms that one has to traverse through. So is Adhya Kali Upasana alone sufficient? Absolutely yes. But if somebody who seeks that, I want to go higher into Ma Kali, then these are the 4 integral forms, right? So what is Bhadra Kali? Bhadra Kali is auspiciousness, grandiosity, prosperity. But what does that iconography even mean? What is the Khadga there, right? She is the first Kali. Among the forms, first Kali that you need to understand. So she still subscribes or allows you to stay in the Maya of auspiciousness, grandiosity, or the Simhasana. She is also decked up, and her highest forms of worship is found in Kerala. Okay, so my Kuladevi is from one of these forms, right? Kali forms in Kerala. We have proper documented history of over 750,000 years, and we have a small Kshetra also, which is our Kula Kshetra, right? So this specific form has a nature where she realigns or rises you at such a state, at such an incredible pace through the prosperity, human ideology of prosperity, human ideology of grandiosity that she gives you. But there is a way that you need to understand Bhadra Kali. Bhadra Kali realigns prosperity from your future births. Bhadra doesn't give you prosperity by merely giving you a few tick boxes open here, okay, this promotion, take it, this chota deals. No, Bhadra gives you the auspiciousness, grandiosity from future births, right? What she does is that majorly, let's say that I have a karma and I'm born into a specific bloodline. The karma is so physical way of living that I've had, that I will be rebirthed into the same bloodline, same father, same mother, same grandfather. ऐसे ही चलता रहेगा. There is no mukti. Without mukti, there is no moksha, right? So without mukti, you will be reborn into the same bloodline. However, he who has attained mukti will have the specific karma. वही design का एक bloodline आएगा. वहाँ पे कृपा will be there to such an extent that you will have the whatever you earned, the better living, the better standards of living, the better communication skills, the better properties, ancestral wealth. ऐसा bloodline मिलेगा, right? Bhadra. What does Bhadra Kali do? Right? Entire Kali consciousness is guarded by Bhairava. The state of Kali consciousness is guarded by Bhairava. Okay? This is something you need to understand and live by. So Bhairava sadhana, you never ask for should I stop, should I begin? No, you should. It is for life. Kshetra has to be guarded by the Kshetrapala. You are the Kshetra, right? So Bhadra Kali, what does she do? Aligning you with the auspiciousness or the Simhasana of your next birth. Birth after that, सब कुछ अभी दे देगी, and holds the khadga. So in the photograph that I have put today morning in the WhatsApp channel, I have placed her, right? She is the Bhadra Kali of the Kerala Tantra. She has invoked and placed her there, that visualization, right? She's grand, well dressed, very beautiful, but you will find that she holds the khadga and it is bloodied. Whose is this blood? Is it some asuras? No, it is yours. As she gives you all the glory of every bloodline known, that you will have 10 births later ka bhi auspicious abhi de degi, or she will cut you immediately. And cut you means what? Will you like have a painful death? No, you will merely not be interested in that thing anymore. So when I was 24, 25, if you compare my CTC with the boys and girls of my own MBA and my own colleagues, same age, they were all nowhere, right? I was at that state very fast. I attained the cabin, promotions, heading units very fast. Yahi hoga. So that which you are not meant to attain in this birth, she will give you from your next birth, next bloodline ka abhi de degi. so that you also detach and go into higher states of the Shiva Tattva, the state of Shiva. Fast. So the bloodied khadga is very important iconography that you need to understand Bhadra Kali. One very big example of this is our Indian history itself. You know the Kohinoor diamond that was taken out of Ma's left, Bhadra Kali's left eye, and it was placed in the crown of the British Queen. This is how she operates. So what she did is she gave off one diamond to them and then took their language. India today speaks more English than Britishers. Today there is protests on London streets to remove Indians from there. Does it sound, is it not a deja vu of sorts? Sounds very familiar because we had protests here to remove Britishers. Now they have it there to remove Indians because she gave a diamond and she gave 200 years, 300 years of money, lelo, and then she took 2-3 lakhs away from them. This is how Bhadra Kali operates. Bhadra Kali's khadga should be a main visualization tool because वही है important. Grandiosity तो वो other future birth से लेके दे देगी. So India suffered for 200-300 years and now India is rising and the economy is already bigger than the United Kingdom. The crown of India today is more powerful than United Kingdom क्योंकि उसने वो वहाँ दे के सब कुछ ले लिया उनसे. Just a quick story. This video is going to be a short one because my phone is also quite low on charge. I am fully charged up, but phone is quite low. So, when the Britishers, Bengal being the capital and all that, when they saw one of the iconography of Ma Kali with the head around this one, around her, the Mundamala, the heads represented British. Every Britishers who would look at this photo, it is still there. Go and Google it. Ma Kali's photograph in the British Museum. All the Mundamala look like British heads. They got scared and they said, "The isko remove karo." And what they did, this very beautifully Ma's Leela, they took that photograph and kept in the वहाँ के यहाँ वो भी लेके वहाँ रख दिया कोहिनूर डायमंड भी ले गए छोटे छोटे वेल्थ भी छोटे ओनली दे छोटे वेल्थ ओनली compared to what India is going to gain in the next 2-3 lakhs of years. That is how Kali plays. That is how Bhadra Kali plays. Right? So she is the first step of anybody who has found progress in the Swarna Krishna Bhairav sadhana, Ma Durga sadhana or Adhya Kali Vidhi. 3 Amavas is what I meant, but if you still find that intense urge to somehow start the sadhana of Ma Bhadra Kali and Kali is your ultimate, within Kali, then your mind says Ma Tara, mind says Ma Shodashi, then you probably might not be ready for Kali yet. But if Kali is what you want, then Bhadra is a state you must attain because she will give you wealth from your next birth. Wealth from your, you never even know, your highest birth that you must have before you have ultimate moksha, she will give you now itself and then cut. Dakshin Kali is the next form where she stops death, looks at south and stops death itself, right? Yama is stopped and said, she asks you to progress. So, Abhay Mudra and Vardha Mudra is stopping death and asking you to walk. So, we'll walk into that next. So, Bhadra Kali understands, she has that nature where she removes and realigns wealth, realigns prosperity, realigns grandiosity. So, this BEEJA mantra will be given this Samavas. On the WhatsApp groups. After the BEEJA mantra is released, if people want to get into Adhya Kali sadhana, we will open the WhatsApp group after that. So we have frozen the group for last 2 months. I believe we didn't take anybody in. So I am assuming that whoever is already in the WhatsApp group will be ready for this, and this will be powerful, fast, and remember that parampara is Khepa parampara. So Paramaguru, Bama Khepa. Your asana is where your niyamas work. And what you and your desires and you and your kripa is what matters here. Do not look into the other's table. Do not look into others' food plates and try to compare yourself. So, your path is your path and Khepa is the parampara. Right? With the parampara guru as the avatar of Mahakala Bhairava itself. Bama Khepa. Invoke him. Invoke the one giving you the vidhi as the Manasi guru and keep walking. Bhadra will realign your bloodline ka. You will not even know what your next 10th birth is. Wahan ka bloodline dar de degi. That is how she is. She has done it. She has done it to the British who took the photograph because they could see the British heads hanging. They went and put it in the museum. They took a small diamond and very happily kept in their throne. Done. Prayoga complete. And she took out their glory. India speaks more English than Britishers today. The number of native speakers here is higher. The Indian kids speak better English than their own mother tongues because the collapse has begun and she has realigned it. Indians today are so much in UK that they are protesting to remove us. Sounds familiar. This is how Bhadra Kali operates. Bhadra Kali is the complete consciousness of Ma Adhya Kali. However, she is at the samsaric level gives you the phat. सब कुछ देख लिया तूने, अब तू आ, let's go to Dakshin Kali and conquer death. And then comes Aghora Kali, where she's even without Shiva, right? That state, I've not yet spoken about it yet, right? Then comes Smashan Kali, where you walk around as Kali. You are living, breathing as Kali. Smashan Tara and Smashan Kali are not the same. Smashan Tara is restricting. She restricts the small, beautiful tongued Tara, small tongued, beautiful mother who's still a guru for your samsaric living. She restricts to the Smashana's gates. She will let you have Maya outside the Smashan. Jao. Come back later. So, Smashan Tara, sadhakas generally say that Smashan Kali sadhana can be done only in the Smashan. But no, there is no mantra, no within anything that can restrict Ma Kali to the Smashan alone. Smashan Kali sadhana can be done anywhere because har jagah uske liye Smashan hi hai, right? Provided you understand the definition of Smashan, it is to go to you alone want to get to that final day of Kali Yuga, and now you are operating at that birth. That is Smashan Kali. Your ability to operate at that birth with Bhairava as the Adhara, right? So there will be Kring, there will be Hung, there will be Hreem mantra. So Kring is basically invocation of that Shakti Tattva within you, where time dies and time rises. Time dies and time rises. Tick tock, right? Like the heart goes leapt up. Time dies and time rises. So each rising time you are invoking Kali in the rising time. So Kring is basically, that is the codified Tattva within the Kring mantra. But in the general Nama Japa of just Krim, it only invokes her but doesn't give direction, right? When the Hung and the Hrim connects with the mantras, specifically you begin to invoke Kali towards the activation of the throat chakra and then invokes her towards prosperity. These Bija Aksharas are there in the specific mantra. If you are in Swarna Krishna Bhairava sadhana, this is absolutely good for you. If you are 1 year back, I had spoken about Vatuka Bhairava and Ma Durga sadhana, then you are ready for Bhadra Kali. And please understand, this is not a separate vidhi. Within the Adhya Kali vidhi, there is the Bija mantra that I am going to give out. So the Adhya Kali, the Adhistava, everything, Dhyana mantra continues, but there will be the Bija mantra too. Instead of the Om Adhyaya Namaha, we bring the Bhadra Kali Bija mantra now. Few years you put into this, then I will release the Dakshin Kali Bija mantra. So it has to be progressed. You do not blindly pull out one Kali form and start doing it. It has to be progressed. Kali within Kali, within Kali, within Kali. Only Kali. Kali only. I don't want anything else. Kali. Ghar ghar Kali, har ghar Kali. That madness within you, then you are in the right place. Khepa banna padega for Kali. He said that, he said this. This is the written grid. I'll go by break it and just, she is Kali. Brahma didn't know her. Mahavishnu didn't know her. Mahesh also didn't know her. It is Mahakala Bhairava at that state that you can realize Kali, and she has seen the Shunyata of Mahakala Bhairava. That is Kali, right? So, though if you are mad for Kali, let us go and perform a prayoga like what she did to the Britishers. 200 years, 300 years of glory, spices, wealth, sab kuch le lo, and then everything comes here. More English than them. British has conquered many countries, but it is only India that is rising at this state because it is all in that diamond. That Kohinoor diamond, we don't want it back. Keep it. We have taken everything away already. The economies will rise. It cannot be matched. India cannot be pushed down or controlled hereafter. The Shakti is back now. The Prayoga is complete. It was Bhadra Kali. Auspiciousness. She will shift the auspiciousness and place it in your blood. That is how she works. Right? बहुत dangerous form है, लेकिन absolute fun, adventure and fun, that is Bhadra Kali, my Kuladevi, right? What is a life that you're born here and you live in doubt and you do not walk in the path of Ma Kali? What a waste. What a waste. You have been invoking Bhairava and you do not touch her. You kill time but you don't touch the rice part. Kring is the rising Kali, right? Attach it to Hrim and Hung. That is when you activate your throat chakra and you will allow her to rise through the throat. So you know how to handle your conversations, handle your meetings, handle your interviews, handle your conversation with your in-laws, handle your conversations with anybody who can have a progressive benefit on your life. So Kali alone, without the specific Bhadra Kali Beej mantra jo hai na, that I am giving you, it will align you absolutely with the ability to bring prosperity alone. Highest state of prosperity, lekin at the end of it, she will say, Kha liya, pet bhar gaya. Pet bhara, tak, Dakshin Kali. Dakshin Kali, all the grandiosity, gold, adornment is gone. Abhaya Mudra, Vardha Mudra generally misunderstood as like other deity. It is not that. It is stopping of death and giving you passage. Beautiful form. Dakshin Kali is beautiful form. But before that, थोड़ा enjoy करके देख लो. Your next 10 births में क्या wealth है ले लो. Take all the wealth from your next 10-15 births and enjoy it. No, come to the Simhasana and then detach it. Without experiencing that exceptional wealth and all that, why do you want to detach now? So anybody in Swarna Krishna Bhairava Sadhana, anybody doing Vatuka and Ma Durga that I had mentioned a year back should do this BEEJA mantra. Whether we will open the group before or not, I will do some dhyana on that. In case she wants me to open it, then I will open it again. These are the eligibilities. Even if you're not done it for 3 Amavas, but the urge is there, the thirst is there. I want to touch Bhadra. I want to see the auspiciousness of the Kali consciousness. Then do it. You can still approach. I think she might want me to open the WhatsApp groups. If so, I will. And I will release the Adhya Kali Vidhi and the Bhadra Kali within the Adhya Kali Vidhi. It is not outside. For us, everything is Kali only. So Bhadra, Dakshina, Aghora and Smashana. So we should try and with Bhairava as the Adhara move very fast within these 4 forms, and ultimately it is all Adhya, the 5th head, right? So I think I'm majorly done for today. Realignment of the Kripa from your bloodline. You might not even know from which birth these money just begins to flow because other births are not there. You are not going to experience that, right? You're handing it over to Kali. Kali sadhana I've done, right? There is no multiple births. Everything in one birth. That highest states in one birth and then higher. In this earth, your next 10 births ka jo wealth hai, that is what Bhadra Kali will give you. That is what she did to the Britishers. Took it from them. Le lo. Suffering will be there. Le lo. 200-300 years we'll suffer, lose identity, everything. But tera jo hai na, your ability to go everywhere, conquer and all, yahan de do. That's it. They happily took away some spices, wealth, everything. But if you think that they took a lot, please understand for like 2 lakh years, they'll continue to fire us and it will be we who will be rising. So this is how Bhadra Kali, the best example of the Kohinoor diamond wala. Kali then going and sitting in the British Museum. One of my own Shishyas who's a pilot who visited London Museum and sent me the photo. See, Britishers removed this from there. I said, that's how Bhadra plays. That's a prayoga she has done. She has taken away all the Shakti from that land and given it here. So we lost identity. So you will also lose identity, and that identity will then come back as intense glory, intense grandiosity, intense prosperity. But Khadga hai. Remember, she holds the Khadga. She is heights of Rajasi Guna, Trigunatmika, Gunatit, but she projects with grandiosity. 100% Khadga will hit, and it will be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The wealth will still be there. Wealth will not. Khadga hits and wealth is gone. Nahi, wealth wahi rahega. तुझे कोई interest नहीं रहेगा. यार हाँ वो है. हाँ पैसे हैं. हाँ lot of property. Yeah Next bloodline is fine. Yeah, that is there. Yeah, but you are the Atma who's rising, right? So that is when Dakshin Kali even begins. So Bhadra, Dakshin Kali, death, mastery over death. Aghora, mastery over absolute state of Kali. Aghora is the absolute state of Kali where she even detached from Shiva itself. So iconography usually has that double side, twin side Trishula. Shiva will not be there in Aghora Kali iconography, actual iconography. And this is also Aghora Kali. Below her also there is no Shiva, right? Where she takes away the Ghora Tattva of invoking Kali without Shiva. That she takes away. That is Aghora Kali. Not going into detail, I don't find anybody who's truly ready for that yet. Then comes Smashan Kali, where you are at the last day of your Kali Yuga running around in that state. Abhi. That is Smashan Kali. No mantra will restrict her to Smashan alone. You can sit and call her in the bus stop also, you will invoke that and you'll walk around as Smashan Kali. All of these together is the Adhya Kali universe. The consciousness that is completely guarded and guided by Bhairava only. The 4 major Kali forms. So if Ma gives me the Adesh to open the WhatsApp groups for everybody, we will open it again and close it after releasing the Bhadra Kali within the Adhya Kali Upasana. It is not outside, it is still within. The Bhadra Kali BEEJA mantra is placed within the Adhya Kali Upasana, Vidhi that I have already released, right? Jai Ma. Bhairava Kali ke namostute. Om Namo Bhairavaya Namo. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Darna mana hai. We are moving beyond the births. We are moving beyond the pyre. Darna mana hai. Kali path is not for fattus, man. It is path of the Veeras. The first cosmic Veera is Bhairava. Then can you be afraid of something. No dual mind, yeah, who is my guru, who isn't. Clean, precision hit, that is Kali. No time to waste. One birth, attain the last day of Kali Yuga in one birth itself. That is Kali. Charma.